631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB. The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah. Jeff Quest, graphics design, custom vinyl lettering, and all your art and video needs. 516-317-8204. That's for Jeff Quest, graphic design.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh. Seen every Thursday out of Indie Music TV, but this is a Friday, and we have special guest, superstar, WWE superstar, WWF superstar. I keep on getting in trouble for that, right? Because everybody's like, I was WWF. I got to try to stick on that WWE thing.
WWE.
But, it's the same thing to us, right?
WWF.
Yeah.
WCW superstar, Mr. Barry Horowitz. Barry, thank you again for being here. What an honor to have you in this studio. So, before we went to break, you're enhancement talent. You're helping people get over. You're making their characters. We've had many famous wrestlers in. I'll use one, for example, Lonnie Poffo. He would tell a story about Randy Savage and how Randy made sure that he thanked people like yourself for putting him over. Were any of the boys treat you less than their equal because you were enhancement talent back in the day?
I don't think so, or I didn't catch on, or I didn't give a shit. And if you do, you're a fucking mark. Anybody that does that, what you just said, or something really ignorant, I call them a mark, and they're a mark for themselves. Okay, I'm Mr. Technical Barry Horowitz, maybe a little bit right here. I get in that squared circle, I'm totally. But at home with my family, I'm Barry Horowitz. I know how to separate the two. Tom Cruise knows how to do it. DiCaprio knows how to do it. I'm not saying I'm an actor, I'm an athlete, but I don't think The Rock walks around his house and asks his wife what's cooking or smells what's cooking, okay?
Really?
There's a difference.
He's ruining this for me. What do you mean?
There's a difference. Don't be a mark for yourself. That is.
Right. How about
that's friggin' embarrassing.
But back in the days when you were in the company during your prime, there were guys who I'm finding out after all these years, like the Bulldogs, for example.
Yeah.
How rough were they behind the scenes? I've heard horror stories about these guys.
A lot of ribs. I was always taught, go with the rib. Don't put it over. You start telling on people and putting it over, it's not good. It don't work for you. You're not being a coward, believe me. And get it. You got to understand the pecking order on that totem pole. Let's say that time I'll never forget in Baltimore Civic Arena when I had to work with the Warrior, and he's going to press slam me. And I've been press slammed by the best. And I'm not a big fan of Lex Luger, but the best press slam in the business, in my eyes. As far as selling for me and working with me, not a problem. Okay, so I'm in the locker room, and there's another one here, but there's a thin wall, and I could hear that fucking Warrior burying me. He's been in the business fucking 20 years, he can't get up for a press slam? Okay, jerk off. You're the fucking mark. And you're the strong man, and I helped you. Don't fucking blame it on me. Own it yourself. You couldn't press slam me, okay? I wouldn't do that. I don't do that no matter how much I hate you. I like my job. I like getting paid. I'm a pro. I don't do that. Now, I could have went in there and slapped the shit out of him or leg dived him and took him down. I'm going to have 50 guys on me kicking my fucking head in, and guess what? I'll be fired.
Yeah, Vince is going to go get the fuck off my company.
Because I will fuck him up.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, so I don't like stuff like that. And back in the day, kept my mouth shut. I'm under contract. So are these other guys. But I noticed on these meet and greets as I travel the last couple of years, I'm having guys come up to me, Ronnie Garvin, which I love,
right,
and other guys maybe I don't love, and all of a sudden, you were a great worker, Barry. You were Why didn't you say that back then?
Back then.
Because you're under contract and you're fucking scared and you're worried about your fucking spot on the card.
Well, doesn't that rule?
Maybe if you're worried about your spot and you're number 5 and I'm number 1, maybe we should fucking switch places, bro. Maybe I should be 5, and you should be jabroni number 1, curtain jerker.
Right.
Which I got nothing against that, but it infuriates me. And you're a fucking mark.
You know,
and I'm not bitter. I'm not knocking these people. I'm shooting.
Right.
And this is the way it be. And you'll get respect from me because I'm not just going to be. I'm not just going to. I'm not just going to go with it. Not at this age. Not what I've did. No, I'm not doing it. Fuck that. Fuck them.
What about the Click? You worked during that time too, right? What was it like working around those guys?
You know, maybe I was blind. I never had. Sean he likes to joke around. I know Sean a long time. Worked with him in the ring, no problem. He's a smart ass, but he's changed, I guess. I don't know. Kevin Nash, always a smart ass, but respectful, especially at these meet and greets. I mean, he'll come across the building to say hello to me. I don't know if he's working me. He's a great actor or what, but I believe him. I really do. I don't see Sean Waltman hardly at all, and if it is, it's pleasantries are nice.
I think as people get older, they start realizing things, right? And you realize what people have done for you. And look, you know what? Wrestling made Kevin. Look, we talked about Kevin Nash. We were talking about back when Vince recently, the WWE pulled back on some of their players and said, hey, look, you can't be using these third-party medias anymore because you're using our characters. And a couple of these guys stepped up, like Foley or Kevin Nash. I mean, let's be honest. And look, Kevin Nash would be bouncing somewhere if it wasn't for the WWE, right? He wasn't a great wrestler. They made him a millionaire. Yeah. I mean, where's the loyalty to the people that brought you to that level?
He's pretty cool in movies, too.
Like what?
I just like some of his
like Punisher.
Like what?
I like that. But I'm a big mark for that
Russian
shit.
character.
And I liked what he did in The Longest Yard. It was hilarious.
Longest Yard's a very good movie. You're right.
Some of that shit's for real. He's funny. He's a hilarious guy.
Absolutely.
And he's a legit 7-footer in stocking feet.
But let's be serious on a technical level, and I have nothing but respect for.
That's technically speaking.
Yeah, technically speaking, Kevin Nash was no more talented than Ultimate Warrior in the ring.
Oh no.
Am I being rough?
Yeah.
Am I really?
Kevin.
Where's his flying drop kicks?
I know.
What are we talking about here?
Kevin, he's the innovator of that elbow in the corner.
Oh, come on.
He's the first one to do it.
Okay.
But the Bigfoot, the jackknife. No, wait, come on now.
Give you the elbow.
There's nobody that limited except the Ultimate Warrior.
Wow.
Even the Renegade was better.
Wow.
Yeah. I was fishing for this, and apparently I caught the fish. Okay.
Oh my
wow.
Sorry,
I'm just interested in how you would rank those two.
The Renegade.
How about? Okay, since I'm just curious. How about Yokozuna? Technically,
what about him?
Where do you put him? We just talked about other big guys. We're not the most mobile. Where do you put a guy like Yokozuna?
I think he was first Coquina, and he's Samoan, which he is. The gimmick got over. It's pretty cool. He's a nice guy, Rodney, and
safe to work with in the ring.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I worked with him. Believe me, that finish in the corner, I was nervous. Because I'm going to tell you why I was nervous. Because I'm going, what if he slips or has a heart attack? This is like it'll crush me and kill me.
Oh man,
that's a really good point.
I'm not being scared. I'm being truthful. Yeah. Now I'll take a friggin' bell. I've taken a belly to belly off the top from Rick Steiner. I got no problem with that. But that thing in the corner or earthquake, hitting the ropes and you just don't know. You don't know.
Did you ever get involved in any of the stuff that was going on there? So we were talking about the Click, right? And I was thinking about you had a good relationship with Chris Candido?
Oh, that flawless. That's no bullshit. Flawless. You know why? He's almost like me looking in the mirror as far as personality.
Right.
No problem, no ego. I felt bad for him with his situation with the girl.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You knew that was
technical worker and training in the gym. Plus, I think he followed some wrong people with demons, and I think that was his demise. Because
were you friends with Candido, though?
I'm sorry?
Were you good friends with Candido, or?
I was close with him in the locker room, and since we did that thing, we got close. I met him in Smoky Mountain.
Right.
Excuse me. And I've always liked him. I like